Hey guys, Mist here again for another video today, and we are back with our Winnipeg Jets franchise mode. We are back for episode 2 of the 2023-2024 playoffs, and in this one, we are set to face the Minnesota Wild after having a pretty awesome regular season, winning the President's Trophy, I believe. Now, I want to show you guys something, because in the last episode, we almost joked a 3-0 series lead. We had a phenomenal first 3 games of the series, not letting in a goal until I think it was the second or first period of Game 4. Sven Gustafsson just went on an absolute tear in the first 3 games, but 5-0 shutout, 1-0 shutout, 3-0 shutout. Then we lost 3 straight games, 3-1 each time. And then in Game 7, we managed to come out clutch and force Game 7, but force Dallas to be eliminated, I guess. I don't freaking know what I'm trying to say. As well, did want to show you our Manitoba Moose got swept. No, yeah. Where? What? Yeah, they got swept by the Iowa Wild. I almost said Minnesota Wild. I was going to say, I'm like, wait, 4 games, but it says we lost 0-3. But yeah, we had our last regular season game against the Wild, and then we had the next 3 playoff games against the Wild, and all 3 were pretty damn poor, not going to lie. So, now, I mean, other than that, let's just sim to the next game, and we'll see what the Minnesota Wild team is looking like in 2023. I mean, they had a pretty good record. I really didn't think they'd still be this solid, to be fair. We'll see how well they are doing, though. Let's go play the game, and we'll see if they really are that good. Is Dubnyk still in net? Is Parise and Suter there? We'll see. Their best player is, I do not know. Kinda looks like a Nino Niederreiter, but honestly, I can't tell. 92 offense, 91 defense, 91 goaltending to our 95 offense, 95 defense, and 89 goaltending. Not too bad on either side, of course. Let's go and check out their team. Now, I don't know who their best player is. I'm curious to see who that is. Is that a player that has been drafted? I'm not sure. Let's go and see. Is it Granlund? It might be Granlund. Oh, it's Jonas Brodin. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, so let's check out this team. Nino Niederreiter, 84 overall on the first line with Mikael Granlund and Jordan Eberle. So a pretty solid top line, if you ask me. Very good offensive top line, I would say, as well. 2 snipers and a playmaker. I bet you they worked out pretty well. Wow, yeah, Granlund has 9 points in... I think they had, wow, Granlund went on a tear, had 9 points in 6 games. So, yeah, we'll see how that line does in this episode, I guess. So Tanner Pearson on that second line with Nick Livingston, 3rd overall pick by the Minnesota Wild in 2020, medium elite, pretty good player, that's for sure. Continuing on that second line, we have Jason Zucker. And on that third line, Alexander Burmistrov with Joel Eriksson Ek, who is a second-line forward. And then Manny Saray, another Minnesota drafted player, but back in 2019. Pretty good. On that fourth line, Scott Lawton with Philip Danault and Colin Wilson, a pretty solid fourth line, too. Their offense is really, really good, I'm not going to lie. Now, defensively, Jonas Brodin on that top 2 pair with Tyson Barrie, pretty good. Joel Edmondson and Hayden Fleury on that second pair, not great, but we'll see how they do. Then Patrick Wierkoch and Justin Schultz, 77 overall, wow, on that bottom pair. Now, in between the pipes, they have Devin Dubnyk still, 85 overall, not too bad. He had a .948 save percentage in the last series with 1 shutout in one of those games. And then UC Saros, the backup, has not been used. Scratch, they have Darcy Madden, a medium elite player, and Zach Hyman. So I don't think they have anybody injured, but maybe they do. I guess I could go check that really quickly. Let's just back out of here, and then I'll show you guys if they do have anybody injured. Then we'll get right into the series. We'll see how we do. Hopefully we can move on to the Western Conference Finals, although who knows with this game. That team won their series in 6 games. We only won ours in 7 after having a 3-0 series lead as well. Minnesota doesn't have any injuries, so that is their team, and we'll see how they do now. It'll be an interesting one, that's for sure. That top line looks pretty scary. Like I said, Granlund, 9 points in 6 games. I wish we had someone to play like that on our team, but that's definitely not happening. So let's go and see what's up. Game number 1, obviously in Winnipeg. We have home ice throughout the entire playoffs. Let's go. First period, 0-0 after 1. Shots 13-6 for us, but I'd say that's a win for Minnesota. Giving up 13 shots and Dubnyk not letting in 1 is pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's a win for Minnesota. Second period now. Okay, wow. Yeah, that's quite the period. Isaac Leopold opens up the scoring in the first minute of the third to make it 1-0. Patrick Laine made it 2-0. Joel Eriksson Ek, 22 seconds later, made it 2-1. And then Mark Scheifele, our captain, scores to make it 3-1. Then Scott Wilson, under 6.5 minutes left, makes it 4-1. We now have 30 shots, and we aren't even in the third period yet. So we'll slow sim the third, but I think this game might be going to us unless we really have a colossal collapse, which, I mean, it could happen. We almost did in the first series. Power play, I mean, just for the sake of the video, I'm just going to sim the period. No goals are scored in the third. I'd say the third was definitely their period, though. They had a lot more shots than we did in the third. So Gustafsson with a .964 save percentage, then Leopold and Laine with the 2 other stars, both with a goal and an assist. We'll simulate up to the day of Game 2, and we'll see. I think Laine still has the most points on our team. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, he should. Yeah, 9 points in 8 games. All right, well, let's go and sim game number 2. Hopefully we can win this one as well. And I mean, I'm really scared because we can't give up. I mean, if we play like we did in game 4, 5, and 6 against Dallas, more than likely we could lose this series. So let's go. First period of game number 2. Again, no goals allowed in the first period. Time for the second, though. Much more even first period than the last one, that's for sure. Shots 13-10. Interesting. Second period, no goals allowed in the second period. Shots 27-21 for us, and we're still tied at 0. But Joel Eriksson Ek scores his second of the series to make it 1-0 Minnesota. Only 10 minutes left. Not looking too good for us right now. Do we have someone to tie it up? We do. Nick Shore scores on Devan Dubnyk with under 6 minutes to go to tie the game, and we will head to overtime, tied at 1 apiece. Very, very good. All right, let's go. We'll slow sim the overtime. I was going to say we'll slow sim the third. Will it end early? Shots are pretty close. Not a lot of shots. We have a power play. Couldn't score on the power play. Now Minnesota has their own power play. They couldn't do anything with it. We have another power play. We couldn't do anything with it. Man, oh man. 4 minutes left in the overtime period. Shots 47-42 for us. And we head to double overtime. It's going to end early. First shot on net. It's going in, I'm telling you. Who will it be for, though? Oh, well, it's not first shots. It's taking a little while. And Winnipeg, Mitch Marner. Let's go on our 51st shot of the game. Marner scores the overtime winner. 51 saves, or 49 saves, yeah. My bad. 49 saves for Dubnyk. A total of 95 shots that game. That is crazy. Unreal. Save percentage for Sven Gustafsson was a .976. Dubnyk had a great game as well. Marner, the overtime hero, the double overtime hero. That is awesome. Awesome. Now, we're looking pretty good again. 2-1 overtime win in Game 2. We now head to Minnesota for the next 2 games, and we'll see if we can continue up how we have been playing. Let's go, though. First period, Come on. Not looking too good. Home ice advantage looking pretty good for both teams so far. Patrick Weirkoch and I think it wasn't Matt Saray. I think it might have been Matt. I don't remember though. Makes it 2-0 in the first period. Shots 12-10 for us, but we're down by 2 goals. Not looking too good so far. Second period, we got one on the board. Patrick Laine scored early into the second to give us a 1-goal game, which is good. That puts us in a much better position heading into the third now. Still got more shots than Minnesota. I mean, we get more shots. I think we can score. But let's go. Third period, 5-on-3 power play for Minnesota. They couldn't do anything with it. Why we had 2 players get a penalty there, I do not know. But okay, 6 minutes left in the third, and it's still a 2-1 lead for Minnesota. And Minnesota, oh my God, Mark Scheifele, our captain with 2 seconds left, scores on Devin Dubnyk. I was literally in the middle of saying, and Minnesota takes game 3. Oh my God. Holy frig, what? Oh my God. Oh my God. 2 seconds left in regulation. Our captain ties the game. Holy frig. Oh my God. Oh my, what the heck? I mean, let's go overtime period. Shots 27-26 for us, but Minnesota. Tanner Pearson gets the overtime winner, and we lose game 3 still. Oh my God. Holy frig. I cannot believe that. Mark Scheifele with 2 seconds left. That's unreal. Oh my God, that is crazy. I honestly can't get over that. How we managed to force an overtime period in that game doesn't make any sense to me. Wow, I am shocked. I was kind of hoping we'd win that game, I'm not going to lie. But no, it didn't happen, unfortunately. Jesus, that was quite the game, not going to lie. All right, time for game number 4, though, again in Minnesota. We'll see if we can take a 3-1 series lead here, or will Minnesota tie up the series. Let's go. First period. All right, Scott Lawn scores for Minnesota, but Mark Scheifele scores for us near the end of the first to make it a tie game. Shots 14-9 for us. Let's go. Second period. All right, Eriksson Ek makes it 2-1. Patrick Laine makes it 2-2, but Eriksson Ek gets his second of the game, second of the period, to make it 3-2. Eriksson Ek has scored 4 goals in this series. He's been a beast for Minnesota. Shots 24-20 for us. We head to the third, and now trailing by 2. I was going to say head to the third, trailing by 1, but Granlund scored 13 seconds in to make it 4-2. That was not very good on our part, unfortunately. Now 4-2 for Minnesota. Not looking good for your Winnipeg Jets. Saray makes it 5-2. We'll just sim the rest of the game for time's sake. Shots were 31-25 for us, but Eriksson Ek is an absolute beast, man. Unreal. He is doing so good. And Minnesota has fought back to even up the series now. And we head back to Winnipeg, though. So far, home ice advantage has meant everything in this series. Will it continue to mean something in game number 5? Really quickly, though, let's see who's the leading point scorer on our team. I think it might even be Scheifele right now. I mean, Scheifele really went off those past few games, but I was going to say maybe still Laine because he's been scoring as well. So Laine still over a point per game, not too bad. I think Granlund might have slowed down this series, but Eriksson Ek definitely pulled up the weight, or taken off some of the weight that Granlund had. So let's see, game number 5 now in Winnipeg. Let's go. First period. All right, Patrick Laine scores his 5th of the playoffs to give us a 1-0 lead, and for I think the first time in this series, at least the first time at the end of a period, Minnesota has outshot us. Interesting. Second period, though, let's go. Shots 9-7 for Minnesota. Tanner Pearson tied the game, but very, very short time after that, former teammates both score on different teams, though. So, Nick Shore makes it 2-1 for us, and we have the shot lead. Again, shots 20-17 for us. We had like 14 shots that period. So, now 2-1. Let's head to the third. Still up by 1 goal. Hopefully, we can keep it like that or make it more. I had a 5-on-3 power play, but our penalty killers were on top of it, which is good. Shots are even. Minnesota has the lead in shots now. 5 minutes left in the third period. And 56 seconds. All right. Game 5 goes to us, and we win 2-1. Sven Gustafsson with a .968 save percentage, Line A and Shore both with goals as well. Shore with the game-winning goal. And, all right, time for game number 6 in Minnesota this time. Oh, man, this could be interesting. Like I said, home ice has meant everything so far in this series. Will it continue in game 6 for Minnesota? Let's see. First period of game 6, 0-0 after 20 minutes of play. Shots even at 9 each. Obviously, shots even 9. Yeah, okay. Second period, Nick Livingston makes it 1-0. Shots 21-18 for Minnesota. We are trailing by 1 heading into the third period. Let's go. Jake Morrissey scores to make it 1-1 power play, and we can't score on the power play. Minnesota has their own power play. They couldn't score on it either. Shots were even at 25 apiece. Oh, man, this series has been a good one. It's pretty even throughout the entire series. Tied at 1-1, and we head to overtime for, I think, the third time of this series. Shots 30-28 for us. Will it end early? Let's go. Come on, Winnipeg. Scores. Gustafsson shut the door. Don't let a puck get by you. Power play for your Winnipeg Jets. We could not score. Come on, boys. We can move on to the Western Conference Final. You just got to get one by Dubnyk. 5 minutes left in the overtime period. Come on, 3 minutes. And yes, Nikolai Ehlers on our 41st shot scores the overtime winner with 1:26 left to go in overtime, and your Winnipeg Jets are off to the third round. Devan Dubnyk played amazing throughout that entire series. 100% was not his fault. I think Gustafsson really won us that series, because I was going to say our offense did, but no, 100% Gustafsson did. .971 save percentage for Gustafsson, and the game-winning goal in overtime for Nikolai Ehlers. But it comes at a cost. We lose Michael Spacek until June 3rd, which is that like in a few days? Honestly, I'm not sure if we are going to June or if we're going somewhere else. We'll put Paul Byron in because, why not, I guess. I mean, he's our extra forward. Oh, wow, June 3rd's actually out. Wow, okay, so more than likely, no, 100%. Spacek's out for the rest of the playoffs. Very interesting. We'll see. I mean, maybe do we have anybody in the AHL we could call up instead of Byron? I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe we could stick with Byron. Well, like I said, we'll have to wait and see. So, all right, let's go. Line A Line A point per game player, still 13 apiece, or 13, not apiece, 13 points in 13 games. Let's see, who else? Leopold and Ehlers, 10 points in 13 games each. Marner with 8 points in 13. Scheifele and Connor with 6, Makar, Ekman Larson, and Doughty with 5. Now we really need to see more out of those 3 defensemen. I'd like to see more, to be fair, out of Leopold. I figured Leopold would be doing a little bit better, but I mean, yeah, he's not doing bad, of course. 10 points in 13 games is good. But, yeah, we most definitely won that series because of Gustafsson. He only has a .936 save percentage right now, but he still has a 1.76 GAA. That is still really, really good, of course. Now, pretty solid, 8-4-1. He has 3 shutouts as well. Pretty good. Now, out of curiosity, I do want to go to Minnesota because of Eriksson Ek. Let's go see Eriksson Ek. He did unreal in that series. Wow, yeah. So he had, I think he had only 1 point heading into that series, and it was 1 goal. No, I think he had 2 points, sorry. He had a goal and an assist, and then he scored 4 goals, and I'm pretty sure he got an assist in one of those games as well. I mean, he started slowing down those last few games, but Granlund only had 1 point in that series, and it was a goal. They definitely needed more scoring, that's for sure. Yeah, Livingston did good, though. Yeah, so Livingston and Eriksson Ek both brought up their play, but Granlund really slowed down, so very interesting. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it from me in this episode. Hopefully you all did enjoy it. Let's find out who we will face in the Western Conference Final first before I end the episode. Advance today. Who will it be? Vegas or Calgary? Let's go. Come on, Game 7 time for them. Who will we face in the Western Conference? Will it be another Canadian team, or will it be Vegas? Really? We still don't know? Come on. Come on, game. Come on. Wait, did it show? Come on, show. 3-3 still. Alright. Game 7. Who will it be? I'm going with Vegas. And it will be Calgary. We have the Battle of Canada in the Western Conference Finals. We have 3 out of the 4 Canadian teams, or 3 out of the 4 teams left in the playoffs are Canadian teams. Very interesting, but that'll be coming in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.